Yes.
What's up, fam? Let's swing the ball around the horn together. It's episode 21 of Moment by Moment. It's episode 6 of the Series 4 clamp set. And we want to highlight 3 moments an episode with the usual suspects, the CNC crew. I got Big Treat. What's up, buddy?
What's up? Hey, I thought we changed it to Momies and Homies.
Man, I love that. Moment by moment, it's awesome. King Brett, yo, what's happening?
Hello.
And I'm 3Ball34. We have a special guest for you. This week's episode is an exciting one. We got a Raptors super fan, co-founder of the Jurassic Pack, the Drome King, Rich DMC. What's up, man?
Love it.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Great shirt.
Royalty here with the Drome King and King Brett. We got two kings in the house. We're not worthy, Treaticus.
We are not worthy. We're jesters in their court.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. We got 3 exciting moments this week, guys. I can't wait to dig into them. Series 4 has been so fire. Treat likes to mess with me about the teams, but we got 3 pretty good ones, I think. To me, this is a good revenge episode. We got a player in each moment that is playing for a team that he was previously on, and so it was a little revenge trying to get after the X team. We'll see how that goes.
I like that. Revenge. We talked about in one of our episodes at one point, like in series 5, figuring out a way to like go head to head, collector versus collector, kind of revenge, kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, 1-on-1.
Have we come up with that game yet? What are we thinking? I
think we got the title, and I think that's as far as we got.
Rich is you're a game master. What kind of game could we come up with where collectors go head to head if their teams playing each other that night? Just think about that. Mull that over.
Yeah. There's like fantasy implications and different ways you could do player performance tied to your moments and upgrades. Tier levels, seasons levels. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, thinking back to the early days of Top Shot, I think there was a game that was somewhat similar to that. I think if I remember some of my early interactions on the platform were pitting my moments and my picks for a certain game or a night's slate of activities against fellow collectors. And now I met some of my fellow early Jurassic members. So
yeah.
Oh, nice.
I like it.
Typically, when we intro the clamp set, I pull up the art real quick, and then we kind of talk a little bit about how much we enjoyed Series 4 and a little bit about the set in general. But since we got you here, I figured I'd bring up your artwork. You have a poster that you made of the clamp drones. This is
so fire right here. This is one of my favorite things I've ever seen.
All 30 clamps, all drones, and just beautiful. Look at that.
Looking on the clamp drone.
Send that poster to Dallas. I'll hang it on.
I remember you first posted this. I was like, wow, that is gorgeous. That's what it's all about.
Well, again, I think I alluded to this in our last episodes. It's hard to get an idea of perceptions. And so I put these things out there, and I know people like them, but that doesn't necessarily mean they actually like them. And so some people that's cool, but I'll be like, yeah, that's fire, man. Yeah. Having pity on the old fool who's a bit of an idiot.
No, that's badass.
Stop talking about me that way. I told you.
That's badass.
Cool. Yeah, we love celebrating the moments and finding things there. And you found a way to celebrate yours, and we definitely appreciated it. And when I saw that, I definitely had to bring it up. So we were gifted or airdropped the clamps as part of the team leaderboards. You had to be in the top 1,500 on each team to be able to get airdropped. And then once they were out there, you could obviously buy them to complete them.
That's why I have 2.
There, you got 29 out of 30. Is that correct?
I believe I did. Yeah. I think the only one I missed out on was, or maybe 27. I think I might have missed out for sure the Lakers, I think.
Okay. I got a tweet. I don't have it ready to bring up that said 29 out of 30 and it everything but the Hornets, and they don't play D anyway. It was the quote.
The other one that's probably I didn't get was probably the Hornets.
Yeah, that's a great tweet.
Shout out to the Hive.
That's a great tweet right there.
I think Glenn doesn't like the Hornets either.
Yeah.
The Hive.
Well, speaking of three good teams and three good moments, let's get into the clamps.
All right.
First team and first moment we're going to look at. We got the championship logo here. We got the Denver Nuggets. Series 4 clamps.
A little clamp down on the Lakers.
Clamp my nugget.
That guy's got a lazy eye? Is that? No.
I love that they have been bringing out the intros and the handshakes. That's definitely a great part. I love that it's against the Lakers. Get to see.
Yes. Ooh.
This seems a bit like watching back this moment. I'll admit, you get to the amount of moments that we all sort of have, and maybe we're a bit guilty of not necessarily watching all of them all the time over and over again. And so I've refreshed my memory on these. And I found it a bit humorous. It feels like they're picking on the Lakers in this one. It's sort of like they got him in an early season funk, 80s, turning the hell out of the ball. LeBron looks completely disinterested. I just saw what cannot be possible. Austin Reeves doing something wrong. I mean, the man got the water, apparently. He could do no wrong. And
he wasn't in full season form yet.
So it feels like a bit of a early season. Let's pick on the Lakers. Clamp them down with some nuggets.
Great.
Sorry, I think it's always a good time to pick on the Lakers. There's never a bad time. Let's face it.
Really? I didn't know you were a Laker hater.
I mean, I'm not. But this weird group called the Kingdom keeps lighting this beam, and for some reason I keep watching them, and I feel like I might start rooting for them over the Lakers. I don't know.
Get out of here. Okay.
I don't have direction in my collection yet. That's why, Rich DMC's here to help out. I just got to go grown everything now.
Alliances are forming.
Yep.
I mean, if you're in Top Shot World, collecting the Kings is considerably easier than the Lakers, and you'll probably make a hell of a lot more headway on the leaderboard too. So by all means, go for it. They need you. They jettisoned the one individual that I detested on the Kings that most Raptors fans had a real issue with was Terrence Davis. He's gone, so nothing but love for the Kings now.
Whoa! So what's the background there with Raptors and Terrence Davis?
Terrence Davis. Some domestic assault issues while he was in Toronto.
What?
Yeah, we're a fairly we don't take no crap from our athletes up here in Canada. I don't think.
Good for you.
In most places, but especially here, we have long memories, and so he didn't do right by the organization necessarily or the fan group in our estimation. And so we hold grudges.
Yeah.
And not to mention the fact that his Top Shot debut for most of the time on the platform has been unreasonably priced for his actual performance.
Bottleneck
that we all had to suffer to get our complete S1 set that none of us really wanted to buy because he's a bit of a scumbag. So
gotcha. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay.
Hence, we have a whole channel in our Discord called Terrence Davis Group Therapy.
That's awesome. Well, I hear you.
But anyways, back to this clamps. I mean, I think we got some fumbleias in the early point of AD just giving the ball away. We got some
speaking of holding grudges, you got Caldwell Pope is the ex-Laker who's now on Denver, and he gets the last steal here. But I like this tip away and turning defense into offense there, and the nice slam by Murray for sure. And then Treat, that's a funny move where Jokic doesn't leave his feet and just tips his ball back from AD to start the break.
Unbelievable. That guy.
I will say the one thing that I did notice about this moment looking back at it, and I remember actually seeing the highlights, especially here in Canada because we're so pro-Canadian players. It was wonderful to see Murray extend the explosiveness to actually dunk that, where he could have laid it in, but to show that he still had the knee. He was still I think another Top Shot moment, his actual individual moment was one of those ones where it was like, oh, wow, Murray's back. But it was good to see early season form of him getting up there and being able to perform. So,
definitely one of the best stories of the season. That guy coming back and having such a great season, winning champ. You can't help but root for him. I'd never heard of him, and I was watching a regular season game a few years ago, and he just lit the Celtics up, just lit them up, man. And I was like, who the hell is this kid? He is, and I remember he made Kyrie so mad because the game was over and he was still like just raining threes and made Kyrie. I'm like, why are you mad at the dude? How about guard the guy? How about stop getting mad and play some defense? He's making you look silly.
That's a new shirt.
Speaking of that, King Brett, turn your head away. We don't need to watch this moment. We got the Houston Rockets playing the Dallas Mavericks. But Christian Wood, revenge game. Longtime Houston Rocket, then moved to Dallas to get some run in. And in the description, Austin Kenton and Time Lord called it a block party, and it definitely is.
Hey, that Christian Wood will wear you out. Just ask any preacher.
I was going to say, I mean, what is the deal with this guy? I mean, there's a couple on this team, obviously, that are highlighted in this moment that are kind of like, I wonder what, like, how bad do their personalities have to be that they're just intolerable by several franchises, right? It's like, it's not so much a bad thing. It's just like dudes just can't stand them, and they don't say anything in media that immediately jumps out to you as being like, "Oh, this guy's a douchebag," but obviously, really they are.
Yeah. They try to hide it.
Get up to play against them. They don't like them, and like the fans don't like them.
Get that out of here.
Get that out of here.
Christian Wood could be a dating name of a dating.
So the Houston Rockets team record for blocks in a game was 20. They got 19 in this game. Just
damn, your Mavericks suck. What is going on?
And that's no songs Capella. No Capella, no Olajuwon. And they're
what happened this night?
The deal is we felt so bad for Houston at the time that we were like, look, we got to give them something to hope for.
Well, one person who's conspicuously absent from all these highlights is a certain Luka. Was this a Luka off night? Was this?
That's what I mentioned at the beginning. He didn't play this night, and we put a lot on Christian Wood and Spencer Dinwiddie. And that's the big reason why people are talking about Kyrie. We had to make a move. We weren't powerful enough. Besides Luka, we need some more firepower, and we've been adding that. So this game right here shows that we did not have it.
Kenyon
Get
Martin,
that out of here.
Kenyon Martin always surprises me. He's got some serious pops.
Were y'all at this game?
No, but I was watching it live, and I knew that for sure there'd be a moment from this that one of these blocks would get there, but they just had to create a whole defensive set so they could put all 19 in there.
That's awesome.
It's one of those ones without knowing anything about it, you'd be like, "What did Christian Wood and Spencer Dinwiddie do to this team the night before?"
Yeah,
right. What part did they meet at?
Alperen Şengün got 5 blocks.
Oh my gosh,
5 out of the 19.
I love crab ranking though. That's a good thing.
I'd eat 5 of those.
I'd eat 10. It's real. It's a good thing
Wow.
we don't have to watch the Mavs over and over again and get destroyed.
So embarrassing for you guys. To get that block right there.
That is so much range. The juniors all get it in here. Kenyon Martin Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., Jabari Smith Jr.
Juniors are getting on in.
Yeah.
Some people pick up undrafted rookies. Houston picks up juniors.
But King Brett, those baby blue sneakers that Christian Wood has on, though, right?
I did see them. They are beautiful.
You like those?
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah, this is a nice moment.
It's a good one.
I feel like I need to create a therapy channel now in the Mavs Discord after watching this.
Yeah,
they're young. They're on the up and coming. You could see them doing something for sure.
Well, we have Steady Freddy now to guide the ship a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how they do.
Yeah, and they got my Celtic
Dylan
coach.
Brooks. Yeah, the fellow Canadian Dylan Brooks.
They got Dylan Brooks. That's right. Now that's the one that the Grizzly Discord has a therapy channel, Dylan Brooks Therapy.
I gotta stand by my man. He's from up the road from where I live here. So
is he really?
I feel like I'm on Dylan Island. I've been joking on our Discord. He's like, come join me on Dylan Island.
Look,
Water's beautiful.
Way over Freddie. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Still not sure.
I mean, he's one of those ones that he earned his I think all long-term respect. Maybe not as much as Kyle, but close to it. I think if he'd stick around longer than Kyle, he would have been right in that kind of same ballpark and sort of Raptor lore. But no, nothing but respect for the guy. Made himself what he is from nothing practically. He was nothing but good to the franchise, I think. Just model kind of citizen in terms of being on a franchise, all of the right things that you want. So I think Houston's really smart. If they're trying to groom young players, you can't have a better guy than that. And he's a franchise guy, so he's about making them money and making the franchise better by making them money, which is what he learned from Kyle. So I think they'll be in good hands in that regard. It would be expensive for Houston, but they'll be in good hands.
Good to hear you say, and very mature of you. I like the Twitter and Discord side of Rich DMC here.
Heck yeah, he's very positive.
I mean, again, I'm older, so I mean we've been through it. We won a championship, so that does.
There you go. Yes, you did.
We're a huge fan of Van Vliet from Cool Cats, and we've covered him for sure. We watched him in college, and he's like you said, came from nothing, and then super exciting for a guy like him to get a championship up there in Toronto. So that's cool.
Yeah. And when is that moment against the Sixers going to hit Top Shot? Like, how do they release that one? Because that is iconic.
I think either they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. That's one of those ones where I don't think they're going to be able to win, unfortunately.
Okay.
Because if they make it too common, it'll outrage people. It's a common thing, but if they make it too exclusive, it's just far too many people who want to have it who will not be able to. And so if we look at the Vince Carter moment being any kind of parallel for it, I think if they look back at that, they'd probably rethink how they did it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right. So good point.
I think it's a tough one. I think. Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to.
Maybe there's a set that's like iconic plays for franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe maybe it's dropped to your top 100 on your team leaderboard.
Rich would like that because he's top 50 on several.
Because I thought about that with the Larry Bird anthology, the when he stole the ball against the Pistons.
Yeah, how are they doing that one, right?
Yeah, how do you where does that land in that? And I know they're trying to pick and choose and plan things. So anyway, that might be a cool deal.
The problem is that they're ultimately really going to be screwed either way. It's because they won't like it, obviously, and they'll be large and they'll be vocal, and I think they just have to try to make the best decision that makes the most sense. And keeps
what an amazing play that was.
Can't wait for it though. Can't wait for it.
Oh, I loved all the Sixers crying. Oh,
speaking of good moments and good plays, let's get to the last moment today for Moment by Moment. We got the Clamps S4 Warriors. Golden State Warriors.
Does Draymond punch anybody in this one?
We're gonna check this one out.
Here we go. There's cool with Draymond.
There's something funky going on right off the bat when Jordan Poole's in a Clamps moment.
That's a good point.
And then you realize who they're playing against, and it's the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, that's right. The Spurs.
And then you look at where in the year they were playing.
Garbage.
Yeah, I mean, even Warriors got away with several fouls here that counted as steals or blocks, and then I saw that the final score was 132-95, and I thought those refs were just trying to get out of there.
Yeah. Continuous clock. Let's go. No,
keep it running.
I think Pops was trying to get the hell out of there too. He was like, "Get this game over with."
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to be there.
I got dinner in the Bay.
Jermichael Green, NBA veteran, has been around the league. His first stop was with the San Antonio Spurs in the league. So revenge game for him on the Warriors and getting after
I didn't know that. I
was going to say a rare Jermichael Green sighting in this class here.
We've talked in previous episodes how this is a very creative way for the curation team to include people that either don't need a whole moment on their own, or they definitely don't need a second one where they could put them in there and get them some more shine from a specific game or play.
Yeah, I could go for that for this one. We got some Looney, we got some Green. I think I saw that the big center, the big hair. I can't remember.
Yeah, Kevon Looney gets a steal there. Draymond and Steph definitely get some action there.
I always love these moments. Look, you get to see some of like the peripheral players, right? So some of the bench players who moved on. It's one of the things I love about the S1 moments is looking back, and not even so much as the Raptors moments, because they tend to focus on the better players. It's looking at other teams when they played against the Raptors, because oftentimes you'll see sort of like the bench unit, and you're like, oh crap, look at that. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Especially some of the historical moments are great. Andrea Bargnani in there and just getting schooled by everybody. God, brings back the memories.
It does.
That's the best part of
this. So this is like, I mean, what do we got here? I think it's a 5 steals or like nine steals and 5 blocks or something like that total for the Warriors. I think OG Anunoby had 1 game that stat line by himself.
I love OG. He's one of my favorite players in the league. I love watching him play in the bubble. Again, in that series against the Celtics, I became a huge fan. I'm like, this dude is legit. Everything about him, I think we've talked about this on the show. Like, dude doesn't show any emotion. He brings his lunch pail, puts his boots on, and just goes to work every day. Clocks in. It's time to work. I love that. I love that guy.
It's so funny because then you see his personality off the court, and he is like a complete oddball, hilarious weirdo.
Are you serious?
Oh, wow. Oh my God, dude!
I like him even more. I like him even more.
So you got to watch. Do yourself a favor after this. Go watch the Serge Ibaka episode. There's an episode where he did with Raptors behind the scenes. They have a TV all the time, and it's all about his fashion. And OG claimed that he turned Serge on to fashion. The guy has got a very dry British sense of humor because
that's awesome.
He's hilarious. He's legit hilarious. And so,
do they have dry sense of humor over there?
No, just leave it.
I thought it was wet sense of humor.
Dude, he is a lockdown defender. Speaking of clamps, OG, man, he is fun to watch. He can definitely lock him up.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
OG, one of our OGs.
Yep, OGs. I'm a big fan.
Shout out. Well, speaking of OGs, man, it's been a pleasure having you here on the show, breaking down moments. I feel like we're getting better every series, and it's becoming better because we're getting connected together. We're collecting and connecting, and we're here enjoying the platform together. Love it.
Yeah, awesome. Loved it. Great time. And the moments were okay. I mean, I'm saying these teams were decent. I love seeing the Mavericks get used and abused. I like that part.
I knew you'd like that.
Bet you did, Panama Red.
That's the beauty of the sets, right? Is you get to see a little bit of everything.
That's right.
Especially if you watch them. It's crazy what happens when you watch the moments and you're like,
when you're not just focused on the serial numbers. I mean,
exactly. It's actually watch a moment.
There's a moment behind these things. I thought it was just a thumbnail and a serial number.
Yeah.
Right.
What's up?
Step 1, buy the drone. Step 2, then watch the moment. Step
watch
3.
the moment. Enjoy it over and over.
Step 3, get on our YouTube page and watch moment by moment. Appreciate you guys.
That's right. Thanks, guys. Good times.
Thanks. Holler at you.
Great.